Reserve that right. Okay. So a new video started. So I'm gonna continue talking. A new video started, so I'm gonna continue talking. So I'm saying that you don't deserve that right to get me pregnant. I mean, you sitting there talking about, wanting to taste me down there and talking about, wanting for me to show you a picture of my, the two things on a woman's chest. Yeah, wanted me to show pictures of those. And so I said, well, just making me feel uncomfortable and awkward, you know. So after you lied again and tell me that after 15 years I changed, I mean, telling me, that you changed after 15 years and begged me to take you back. And then after you begged me to take you back, and then telling me that you have an amazing heart, and telling me that you messed up, and that I'm a good woman, and I'm gonna have an amazing heart, and this that and stuff like that, and as soon as you tell me, I mean, it sounded kind of manipulative, with like as if you wanted to try to guilt trip me for refusing to try to take you back, and try to manipulate me into make me feel like I would be guilty or ashamed for not taking you back. And in the moment I start responding, then all of a sudden you start talking all sexual and stuff, trying to make it like as if it would make his day in the morning, if I showed him a picture of my chi-chis, to look at every morning. I mean, but then again, after being taken advantage of and all those rapes and stuff that I had to deal with. But I mean, as I said, I'm questioning how he got my phone number. How does he know I live in Florida? And he has a doggone child for another female. Probably has more than one child now. And so, and I'm still childless. Still don't have any kids. And so, but it's like the way the narcissistic abusers want me to stay a punished child. It's like, well, I'm not supposed to be driving or have a car. And I'm not supposed to get pregnant or have any babies or participate in any sexual activity unless it's, me being taken advantage of and raped. And they blame me for that too. So, I think this guy's still I think he's still narcissistic. In which, he was narcissistic back then when he was 19, and now he's 34, and I still think he's a narc. And I think he's a perp too. Or a potential perp, and I damn sure don't want nobody trying to be my handler. But these online strangers who are perps meddling in my business, they think they got control over me, and they delusionally believe that they're my handler. And try to coerce me back into the mental health thing. And so it's like I would hate to have the adult thing of having sex, being pregnant, and having a baby, and still be treated like a punished child and infantilized. And it bothers me about narcissistic men who, act super sexual and objectify the woman that they're with. Like, how the hell you have sex with her? Like, you seduce her and then have sex with her like an adult. And then you turn around and castigate her like she's a punished child with no freedom or rights. And confiscate her money like as if she's a child. Or if you make rules for her, or trying to make like as if you're doing positive and negative reinforcement, like as if she's still a child. Like, say for example, okay, so say if the woman is too exhausted and tired from work, and the man forces the woman to go out and work and get a job, for example, okay? And so, and she come home, and she gotta be the breadwinner, but then he takes all the money for himself and the kids, and leave her with her crumbs of her own money that she worked for. It's all twisted and backwards. If you're the man, you're supposed to be working. Or if a man, it would be like, a ghetto gangster baby daddy who would make the woman go work, and then, if he's freeloading and leeching off of women and living underneath random women, he should get his own doggone house, and he's supposed to be the provider of the household. You're worse than an infidel. But say, for example, okay, if it's a man and a woman, so the man if the woman is tired, and so if he do something like, okay, if he get mad at her because she, too tired or have a headache, or if she having menstrual cramps or her stomach hurt, if she having unbearable, like very bad menstrual cramps or something, and so if, she is tired and unable to give him the sex that he wants to narcissistically demand, he'll probably get mad and throw all her belongings out of the room or the house or whatever, and he'll think he's punishing her by saying, well, you have forfeited your right to the access to that bedroom, and from now on, as a punishment, you go sleep on the couch. Or he might just kick her out of the house altogether and make her feel like a worthless loser. I mean, talking about you have forfeited your right to access to that bedroom, and then do something like change the locks on the door, on either the room or the house. If he wanted to just kick her out of the room, or if he would kick her out of the house, and then straight up tell her, well, I'm going to go and get me another woman, and since you don't want to give me none, I'm going to get me another woman who's more willing and submissive to me. And sometimes a narc will be straight out, flat out, bold like that. I'm going to get me another woman who's more willing and submissive, and, and you don't have a right to get mad at me because you didn't give me what I wanted. I mean, they're so just despicable and fucking disgusting. I really hate men like that. I haven't been talked to like that, but I'm just saying, like, in other, like, marriages and relationships and, and people being engaged and stuff like that, or it's like a narcissistic man would do stuff like think he has the freedom to just slap around a woman and exploit and take advantage of that, just because he thinks that he can. Like, he think he just got that advantage. And stuff like that, But I heard it can go both ways, because a narcissistic female would do stuff like move too fast in a relationship, deliberately and on purpose get herself pregnant by a man, and then slap him on child support, and then refuse to let him see his child, and then brainwash the child into being like, well, well, your daddy ain't no good, and then she'll always be walking around the house talking about, yeah, your nose good piece of shit daddy, or something like that, who don't want to give you nothing, or and but the whole while she just taking for the money for herself and don't even use it on the child, and she'll go and use that money to go clubbing and partying with fake friends and stuff, and she'll be like the deadbeat mother. And you wonder, well, how come kids like that, if they're left inside the house, how come those kids don't get taken away and put in foster care? And then she'll be like a Masonic narcissistic whore. And her being a deadbeat mother, and then the guy would be devastated and hurt, turn to drugs or alcoholism. And you wonder, that might be one of the homeless men on the street. How he might end up losing everything and becoming homeless. And then you homeless and you still have no way to pay the child support that you gotta owe. Because of what her crooked ass did. So that's how I know. I feel like, kids that get snatched away and put in foster care, I think that the parents are targeted individuals. The parents, and then sometimes the kids can end up being targeted as well. So today I'm planning to work on more writing. I would like to. What else is there to do around here? I can't take a walk like I would want to. Tomorrow is a warm day at the beach. It's supposed to be sunny and 80. I would love to go. But I realized that I'm not, I thought I wasn't going to have enough money to get to stay here next Friday. I would need only a little help next Friday, the 8th. I might need help with but I'm gonna wait until next Friday comes, or no, maybe next Wednesday or next Thursday comes, and start asking, for a little help with another week. And it's like I would have so far I think over $300. So I might have, wait until at least Wednesday to try to ask for help, if I can have enough help to stay here, until the 15th. So I might need to ask for help for $50 more, but not yet though. Not until, next week. This week coming up. I'm just saying in advance. But I gotta use the bathroom. So I'm gonna talk to y'all later.